Mr Sumsard's a truly tragic case. He was a 40-year-old gentleman, he was married, got 2 young children. He'd come over to England for a better quality of life, working very hard in a Thai restaurant, worked very long hours. Very sadly, he contracted tuberculosis, which meant that he had to go and have a stay in hospital. As part of that treatment, he was given some medication which just had a devastating impact upon him. It resulted in him completely losing his vision.
When I go out in the hospital, the first thing the doctor said, my vision is I'm losing my vision. Everyone said, why? Get question for the doctor, why? Very sad. I see my son, my daughter. He said, "Daddy, you can't see me properly." I said, "Oh no, you see me. No, cannot see you properly."
It turned Mr Sumsard's life upside down. He went from being a completely independent man with a good quality of life to just being completely dependent upon his wife and also to a certain extent his 2 young children. He wasn't able to go back to work, so he was no longer able to be the proud family man, the breadwinner for the family, which hurt him very hard. It meant that his wife had to increase the hours that she was working, as well as look after Mr Sumsard and the 2 young children, so it had a completely devastating effect on the whole family.
I know my son and my daughter, how they feel. You know what I mean? How they feel, think for dad lose vision. If son and daughter here, or I think very upset for them. When I dream in night time, I dream, oh, I'm see properly, but in the morning, no properly. Same, cooling, damage.
Mr Sumsard contacted us through some friends who indicated they wanted to investigate whether there had been a case for clinical negligence. First of all, we had to start unravelling what had gone on. We had to get Mr Sumsard's hospital records, had a look at what the treatment that was given, and just try and unravel what had happened that had resulted in him losing his vision. So we first of all instructed some top medical experts to look at the treatment that Mr Sumsard received, and from that we were able to work out that it was the medication that had been given to treat his tuberculosis that had resulted in him losing his vision. We then presented a strong case to the NHS to say, on the basis of the medical experts that we'd consulted, we felt we'd got a very strong argument to say that Mr Sumsard's treatment had been negligent, and that as a result of that he'd gone blind, which could and should have been avoided. Thankfully, after a 5-year battle, the NHS now have accepted that it was their wrongdoing that resulted in Mr Sumsard losing his vision, and we've now been able to secure Mr Sumsard quite a large interim payment to just take the financial pressure off the family as we look to now fully quantify the claim and get him the compensation he needs to get his life back on track and really improve the quality of life for him and his family.
Thank you very much, Hick and Son, and Claire also. Thank you. No, Hick and Son and Claire, you very good. Today I'm very happy.
Anyone who's got any concerns that perhaps they or a family member haven't received the treatment they were entitled to by the NHS, I'd recommend they speak to a solicitor. You shouldn't be nervous just because it's the NHS and they're such a large organisation. So there are solicitors who can and will take on claims when there's appropriate grounds to do so, and look into what's happened, at least get you some answers and an explanation as to what's gone on.